Welcome to Greenprint training. The last querying tool of the Greenprint is filtering. This module, filtering, will illustrate how to declutter the screen or map to display just select items or items with selected characteristics. In our first example, we'll look at some parkland, and we're interested in viewing reasonably large, probable vacant lot parcels nearby. So we'll start by viewing the complete data set of vacant land parcels, and then we'll filter out those which are smaller than our interest. The filter function requires that the data layers of interest be selected and active. So let's go to the layer panel, and we want to turn on the probable vacant lot. And let's make sure that the open space layer is on as well. Now we have to activate these, so let's zoom into our area of interest. And you have to zoom in enough so that those probable vacant lot parcels actually show up. Go to the toolbar, select the Identify and Query tab, and the Filter tool. Note how the panel changes, similar to other queries, that allows us to choose our data source and set criteria against which to filter. To create a little more space, I'm going to close the toolbar. Okay. I'm interested in seeing probable vacant lots that are larger than, say, 1 acre. So I'm going to choose the probable vacant lot layer. I'm only interested in data for the area I'm viewing, so I'm going to choose current extent from the map area. I'm only going to query against one criteria at this time, so it really doesn't matter whether I choose all of the following or at least one of the following. From my condition statement, I'm going to select area and greater than or equal to 1. So I'm asking the computer to show me the probable vacant lot parcels that are greater than or equal to 1 acre. I choose Filter, and now that's what I'm seeing. The computer has filtered away all of the other probable vacant lots which are smaller than 1 acre. So filtering is a way that we can declutter the screen by choosing select items from a data set and only see ones that match a certain criteria. Now, if I want to continue using the Greenprint, I want to bring those other pieces, those other items back. The way I do that is with the Clear button, which also acts like a back arrow. So it essentially clears the filtering that I did. I can also then close that particular query out, so I'm ready to start another query. Let's do a second query where we look at proposed trail projects from the Cuyahoga Greenway plan. So first, let's go back to our layer panel, and we're not interested in the probable vacant lots anymore, so we'll turn that off. I'm going to zoom out so I can see pretty much the whole county. And I'm going to turn on the Cuyahoga Greenways layers. There's a lot of information here, and there are many sub-layers. I'm only interested in the priority projects by type, so I'm going to deactivate the other sub-layers. I'm also going to expand this so that we can see the legend. So you can see that what we're calling critical gap projects are purple, regional links are red, and key routes are in this yellow golden color. I'm going to return to the filtering tab. And what I want to do first is I'm interested in looking at a map of the county and only showing the critical gaps. So I want to filter out the other two categories of projects. I need to choose that data source. So Cuyahoga Greenways Framework Projects. And then I'm going to look at project type, contains, and I can select critical gap. When I hit filter, it will show me the critical gaps and it will filter away the other two categories of trails. Now let's suppose that I want to see the critical gaps and the regional links. I can add another condition. So I choose Add Condition. I select Project Type, Contains, and I have to type in Regional Link. And I want to see either or. So that means I want to say at least one of the following be true, because then it will show me both. And I hit Filter, and it shows me the regional links in red and the critical gaps in purple. Okay, one more example. The filtering query is the only querying function that actually allows us to query more than one data source. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit and keep this particular query. And I'm interested in also understanding about locations where we might have children living. And that would come from the census data. So the first thing I have to do is turn on and activate that layer. I'm going back to the layer panel, scrolling down until I find census block demographics and turning that on, and you'll see all of the census blocks show up. Zoom in just a little more. Okay, go back to our filtering panel. We have already filtered through this data source Cuyahoga Greenway framework projects. Without clearing any of this, I am going to change to the demographic data source. And let's look for population age ranges. So I'm going to start by saying population age between 5 and 9 greater than or equal to 25. I'm asking the Greenprint to show me the census block locations that have at least 25 persons who meet the age range of 5 to 9. Let's add a second condition, same concept, but let's look at population age 10 to 14, greater than or equal to, and 25. And I want at least one of these to be true, meaning show me the census blocks where either I've got at least 25 children between the age of 5 and 9, or the census blocks where I have at least 25 children between the age of 10 and 14. I select Filter. Look at all the census blocks that disappeared. My map, my viewer, is now decluttered, and I can see those locations where we have at least 25 children in at least one of those age ranges. So the filtering function gives us the ability to really customize our view, customize our maps, and customize the visual data that we have based on what it is we're searching for. Again, to get back pre-query so you can see all of the information and continue using the Greenprint, you have to clear, but you have to do it for both data sources. So first I'm going to clear it here in the demographic data source, and that brings back all of the demographic census blocks. And then I'm going to switch the data source to Cuyahoga Greenway framework projects and hit clear. And that brings back the key routes that we had filtered out before. So thank you for watching this Cuyahoga County Greenprint training video. We hope you find it helpful. If you're interested in more information or services, you can find out more at www.countyplanning.com.